This is G-Fly Adventure to Rennes in France. So here I am at the train station, and along we go to the first lift, which is a Schindler 5500, except I initially thought it was a 5400 because this lift looks just like a 5400 Euro lift, but the things that gave it away as being a 5500 is it has belt cables and a little tiny motor. But other things that could have given it away is it's got the newer voice, and also it's got millimetre levelling. And 5500s and Euro lifts both have intelligent levelling, they level really well, but then 5500s then do a millimetre levelling where it takes 5 whole seconds to just move a couple of millimetres to make sure the lift's perfectly aligned with the floor. And the lift's got pre-doors, so you don't notice it doing this, but if you listen to the VF doesn't stop until the door's like fully opened. Then if you immediately shut the doors because it's got pre-stop, the VF immediately turns back on, meaning the VF barely even turns off. And interesting fact, on the London Underground, on the new Victoria line lifts, these have Schindler millimetre levelling, but there's no pre-doors, meaning you have to stand in the lift for 5 painful seconds waiting for it, do its little tiny adjustment to be perfectly level. It's so annoying. Anyway, let's ride these 5500s in Rennes train station.
Door closing. Étage 2, floor 2, ouverture arrière, rear door opening.
And along to the lifts to the platform.
Door opening. Direction descente. Elevator is going down. Fermeture, door closing. Étage -1, floor -1, ouverture.
That one's nicely. And now we go to the lift to the Val station. This is a very French, very heavy duty looking Schindler lift with epic, iconic Flint Hedgent levelling logic. So the reason I came to Rennes was of course to see the VAL system, which is a completely automated metro system. Very scalable. These VAL systems can run from like little tiny airport shuttles between 2 terminals to massive metro systems. The Rennes VAL was not as big as Toulouse or Lille, but it was still very interesting. And along I go to a hospital. Main lifts are Otis 2000 VFs.
Sens descente. Fermeture des portes. Septième étage. Ouverture des portes. Fermeture des portes. Cinquième étage.
And now along to the next lift.
Attention à la fermeture des portes.
Flashy screen. The lift's called Kevin. Nice to know.
Neuvième étage.
That's actually quite quick. Well done, Kevin, you're a quick lift.
And along to the bed lifts, which are some absolutely epic 1960s Otis. And these lifts are completely original. I wasn't expecting to see these. These lifts are absolutely awesome.
Didn't expect this. Didn't expect one of these to still be in service in the hospital. Like that first Suso. Oh wow. Norfolk Park style. Not many of these left. Oh wow. Up and down is M and D. Skip floors SA. First sous-sol. Sous-sol is the only one that lights up, probably because it's the only one it rarely goes to.
So then back to the Val and to another epic Schindler lift.
Don't send a word about.
And along to a classic French underground car park. In France, rather than building their car parks upwards, they build them down into the ground, and they often have many floors underground, which makes them very interesting. So here is Deep Deep Car Park Rennes edition, which has some very nice Schindler 4400s, but sadly 4400s are unsafe to stand on top, which is so disappointing because I really wanted to surf these.
French style car park. Big empty space in the shaft.
Étage, moins 6,
I like the design of this. There's big space at the back of that shaft, that's weird. Nice levelling. Fuck you, Schindler 4400, I was going to surf that. It looks so good as well. Unsafe to stand on top lift car. Isn't it, Canberra? Whee! It's nice.
étage 0.
If you're on Wobble, 4400 is quite a bit cheaper than the 5400. Nice motor. Same motor as 5400, at least they haven't cheapened out on that, it looks really nice.
And along to another Val station. And having a closer look at some of these lifts. What's really weird about these lifts is the lift cab is 2-to-1, but a counterweight is 4-to-1. That is so bloody weird. That means a counterweight moves half the distance at a lift moves, and that counterweight has to be twice as heavy as it would normally be. What a weird design.
2-to-1 for a lift, but a counterweight is 4-to-1. So you look, behind this counterweight, counterweight goes past, 4-to-1. How weird and bizarre. Motor's literally right down the little room underneath the stairs.
And along to a block of flats.
Don't think that's a TMS. It's quite cheap actually, a few wobbles. That's not a TMS, sadly. The blobby thing for -1 in this lift.
And along to another deep car park. This one has lifts that look just like the lifts at the Val station, but these are actually Schindler 4400s, which is a very weird mix-up of lift.
So it looks like a French vandal resistant M series. There's actually 4400. I just saw it just then as it came up. Unsafe to stand on top. An M series chime. Interesting thing, notice the safety contact on top of that ladder. That's interesting. So 0.
And along to the centre of Rennes. Let's take a look around. And along into a very posh department store, which has some old looking lifts. And I originally thought these were fake old, but no, these lifts are genuinely old and are absolutely epic. They've been modernised a bit, but still have loads of character.
Very weird, I actually think it's genuinely old because it's quite clunky in a sort of old way. Actually, that's genuine. Look at that. That's genuine, yeah. Actually, look at the tracks. Yeah, it's definitely genuine. That's got an old curve style track. Oh wow. Shame Motors have ruined it, but this is actually genuine. I'm actually noticed this is genuine. I thought, squeaky door. This one's got a better motor, so I changed it to see what this one's like. And I'm actually amazed this is genuinely old. Otis have ruined it quite a bit, but it actually is an old lift. Oh yeah, it's a much better motor on this one. It's a bit difficult to see on camera, but it has actually a cylinder sort of curved track, not the modern day tracks. That's like a 1920s or 1930s lift track. That track, oh, that shows it nicely. That has to be genuine like that. Actually, you can see the track better from here. That is a proper old lift track and shoe. They do not make them like that anymore. There's no way Otis would have faked that or put that level of detail into making an old lift. That is genuine. Oh, wow. They definitely do not make them like that anymore.
And along to a shopping centre in the centre of Rennes, which has some Otis Gen 2s.
Oh dear, that sounds bad. That's fucking shit. Oh wow, this is absolute utter shit.
And along to another Schindler 4400.
That sounds bad. What's wrong with this? Very creepy tunnel. Why they've designed this tunnel is so weird. Looks like it's from the war, but it's not. It's probably a lot later. They just designed it. Why would they build it like that? It looks like it's from the 40s, but it's actually probably from like the 70s.
And along to the next hospital, which has some Otis mod lifts, and I have to write mod on the indicator, because hey, mod logic is such good logic, isn't it?
What a weird decision to have the indicator. Mod. Oh, mod. They got a weird bloody indicator there of all places above the mirror. How weird.
And along to the bed lifts, which just like the last hostel, are some epic 1960s Otis lifts, which is just absolutely epic to see more awesome 1960s lifts. What's really sad is that a few years ago, I would have actually said 60s Otis are not that rare, because they were like one of the most well built of all of the 1960s lifts, and there was a lot of them about in various different places, but sadly most of them have all been modernised now, which sadly means I'd now class 60s Otis as rare lifts, which is just sad how times have changed.
Wow. Didn't expect this at all. I really was not expecting it. What's that do? Nothing.
And along to a little service lift, which is an epic, really old swing door lift. It's had inner doors added, but the logic's still original.
Wow. Oh, good lifts here already. What the fuck's that? No idea. Wow. Sadly, a little bit of a mod. Hello, Otis. Well, like that phone, a bit old. What is this? I have no idea what that does. Probably air conditioning of some sort. Oh, motor's down here.
And amazingly, I actually found I had the key for the motor room, which I was really surprised about. And in the motor room, it's got original epic relay logic. Yes! And I heard someone coming and I needed to shut the motor room door in time before I got caught. Oh dear. So then I was almost finished with Rennes, but then I was messaging Vals in Germany who said, how many lifts have you surfed in Rennes? And I replied, 0. He was like, how could you not have surfed a single lift? So, I've just got to surf a lift. I can't leave Rennes without surfing a lift. No matter how risky the lift may be, I have to surf a lift. So into a posh hotel and along to a very cheap, nasty piece of shit. Let's surf it.
What the fuck is this? Wow, my mind is blown how nasty a lift can be. It's absolutely horrible. That's horrible. Horrible thing.
And back to the train station.
Freestyle. This is a 5500. It's not a Euro lift. It looks like a Euro lift, but it's 5500.
Floor 2.
Nice. It's 5500. It's already pre-started. That's nice.
Étage 1. Floor 1. Ouverture. Door opening.
So then I now get on a train to the next destination, and this train went 100 miles, and the train was branded as intercities, so I thought it'd go quite fast, but for most of the way it only went 30 miles an hour. That is so painfully slow. I don't think this was the main route. I think this was like going around some weird little route mainly used for goods trains, like it's some like weird little parliamentary train or something. But 30 miles an hour for the entire way was absolutely bloody painful. And here I am at La Rochelle. Let's take a look at the train station.
That looks like an inch later, even though it isn't. But how weird.
And they've got a CRT.
Fermeture des stations.
Holy fuck. Why did it stop?
Ouverture des portes.
And along to our hotel. And let's take a look at the hotel room. And in the hotel there is a notice genesis, or what we more call a notice genocide. This is the cheapest version of an Otis Gen 2. There's 3 versions of a Gen 2. Highest quality model, which goes 1.6 meters a second, and the highest quality model is okay for like 4 or 5 floors, but it's often used for tall towers with like 20 to 30 floors, which is far too many floors for that sort of lift. Then you have the medium range Gen 2s, the regular Gen 2s that go 1 meter a second. These I'd say are only good for little lifts that go between 2 floors and are barely used, except they're often used on heavy used lifts that go many floors. Pretty much what I'm saying is Otis put in far too low a spec lifts for what's needed, but the cheapest of the 3 Gen 2s is a lift so cheap it should not be installed anywhere, no matter how little job it is. This lift is unsuitable for any job. It is that bad. And to demonstrate how bad it is, we have to get on top and look at the shit fucking horrid build quality.
Oh, that's disgusting. That's disgusting. Look at that. That's what it's holding up. Oh, that is absolutely disgustingly cheap. Horrible thing. Seriously, these things are cheaply made. Otis say they're like ultra safe, the ultimate in safety. Such a big well-known brand, they make such utter nasty shit lifts.
And along to the aquarium, which has a weird jellyfish light display. And the lift is a new eco disc.
Come on, Nico, this guy's a bit inefficient. Expected better from you. Oh dear, look, that's up.
And let's take a look at the lifts in the hospital.
Huitième étage. Ouverture des portes.
And in the hospital there are some really interesting Otis destination dispatch lifts.
Veuillez saisir votre destination. Étage 0. Rendez-vous à l'ascenseur. D. À droite.
Fermeture des portes. Premier étage. Ouverture des portes.
There's also a little eco disc to the car park.
Come on! Fucking hell! Holy fuck, eco disc, what's wrong with you?
And let's take a look around La Rochelle. It's very touristy here. Hey, local guide, where should I go next?
I don't know, I'm just trying to sell this random box. No idea what's in it, but does anyone want to buy his box?
It actually says stop on the thing.
And along to a ThyssenKrupp Isis. Bam, bam.
Deuxième étage. Hall d'entrée. Niveau intermédiaire.
And along to another very old department store, which also has a very interesting old lift. It's been modernised a bit, but it's still very interesting. And now we get on a bus along to the airport. And now along to the airport, which is the smallest airport I've ever been to. It's even smaller than Ella Ovda. And beyond security is there's one seating area for both Schengen and non-Schengen, meaning I can't operate Schengen and non-Schengen flights at the same time. There's so little capacity at this airport. And onto my airplane, and this flight is the cheapest flight I've ever done, costing just £3.